Hello. There, I've extended the Legendary X2 requirement. We have the Brontosaurus task list. Dinosaurs for Hire, beat the Subway mid-boss. Toki, going ape spit, beat boss 1. Legendary X2, kill the giant bouncing head with the naked dude coming out the center shooting fireballs. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This game starts with a final boss fight that you do not have to win. So I recommended to the players that they immediately not fight this. Pretty good. Let's get this Dinosaurs for Hire track playing, actually, because music is too fine for this stuff. How's that? This game has clunkiness all over the place. The enemies are very fast and they get inside your giant hitbox. You can't get away. Dinosaur with a gun, very vulnerable to ninjas. Caravan has found the boss. Glitch is confused about where to go. I didn't give them a whole lot of directions here, just the basic controls, which might lead to a disaster on this disaster of a game. Thank you for the sub. Okay, that's one. Did Taravan get wiped out? Glitch is ahead, actually, in the subway.
Would not recommend. 8 auditor. I'm resubbing from prison.
Wait, what was that? Thanks for the sub. I just heard resubbing from prison. I didn't hear the rest of the joke message. Thank you. Be a dinosaur, commit crimes. Oh yeah, you can jump in the hole in the boss and instantly die. There's a couple of gotchas like that in this. The subway is the only stage I'm asking them to beat. As far as distance, stage 1 is almost free. They are both wrapping that one up pretty fast here. Terravan, the second time, has reached the boss. Because this game is running at 30 FPS, it doesn't look like his gun is firing, which is a nice feature. Looks like he's just a crazy dinosaur. And you know what? That's fair. They're both in the subway now, fighting the skateboarding ninjas. The cars from Thunderdome and the giant ants from some other thing. We got an entire army. Glitch has made it through part A. Really doing well. I think this is a comic strip series that did not get picked up. It's 20 issues or so. And for some reason, somebody, somewhere, with way too much money, decided to buy a video game for it. They developed this. They didn't spend too much money on it though, obviously. But they spent enough. I mean, teams aren't cheap. You know, just make and publish and produce a physical card of a game. But they did for this. They're both in B. Terravan is catching up. A Dino Master. Yeah, it did last for 2 years. Marvel Comics owns the right to Dinos for Hire. Will they ever use them? Boy howdy, these comics look real stupid. It's a satirical comic. Yeah, I saw him playing it. Which one are you? This last level I'm asking for, pretty bad. Players are getting held up real hard on this. It's the same stuff. There's nothing new. It's just a full barrage of bullets coming in. And you don't have a lot of tank on this dinosaur. I guess he's taking some bullets here and there, but your hitbox is huge. So Terravan and Glitch here, they're pretty far into the tournament. We are still working on round 2, and this is a round 2 match. the winner here will play Ivy in the 8th finals. Glitch is fighting the incredibly stupid boss. Terravan's still trying to find the way there. You have to fight a car that's moving at car speed and just running you over. Looks like they've done it. Glitch is moving on. It's a dinosaur taunt. We're moving on to Toki Going Ape Spit, which is a game, it sucks. There's a lot wrong with it. It's very slow, cumbersome, kind of racist. In fact, I didn't feel like I should use level 2 because, yeah. Level 1 though, just fighting some dinosaurs, so we'll roll with it for now. It's just a slow projectile spitting platformer thing. I don't like it. Enjoy. What does it sound like though? Let's find out. Another Genesis game. Terravan found the boss, I think. Yeah, that's it, alright. The answer to what it sounds like is it sounds like a Genesis game. They all could have the same soundtrack. Very rarely does any of these games bother to make music. I don't think you can damage tank the boss. Well, maybe you can. Terravan showed me who's boss. They're both on Toki. Terravan is moving on. There's a lot of ape spit going on in this game. There's a lot of it. There's so much turbo power up kind of shmup stuff in this. I didn't give them a whole lot of direction for this either. Beating the first boss is not that tough. They should be able to do that. As for Legendary Axe 2, we had some disaster with the first game. It's shown up in this tournament before. People probably didn't realize it had a sequel, because a game like that shouldn't. But it does, and we're here. It's today. Because they had trouble with it before, I didn't ask for too much out of that one either. We're looking for the second level boss. Terravan's taken a couple deaths already. You do die pretty quickly in this. Gotta not take any hits at all. I recommended to them very light directions on these. I recommended to them for Toki to take their time. Very slow and very quick death. It's not a run and gun game. That's an inaccurate title. It's more like spit and quit. You do have a variety of charge moves. I recognize the areas that they're moving through a little bit. It's all pretty samey though. It's hard to tell who's further. I think Glitch is moving closer to the boss. Teravan hasn't been here as long and is dying more. Really got the wrong power up. I think the spread gun is always the choice in this kind of game, unless it's just completely bad. Unless it seems like it just doesn't do any work. Glitch is at the boss actually in just a couple minutes. Stark's machine. That's it. Stark's machine is down. Glitch can move on to the final challenge. Did very good on Toki. Stark's machine is incompetent. We didn't get to see the intro there, but it's a really dumb sword fight with really bad animations. We lose. We get thrown off a cliff. We're this naked guy here with a sword. Everyone in this game is naked. It's just... Clothes are illegal in Legendary Acts 2. Couple different weapons. It's similar to the first one, and in almost every regard, clunkiness included. Teravan is playing it much safer, and that's good. We're gonna see him beat this, I think. Yeah, I don't know why it's called Legendary Axe, really. I didn't do a lot of research on this one. Let's find out. Let's see what we can see what we can learn about Legendary Axe. Victor made it. They don't exist anymore, by the way. The first game is definitely starring a guy with an axe. I don't know about the sequel. People like this game. They give it the word accolade associated with it. What? Best game of the year, 1989 for the first one. Shows off the performance of the TurboGrafx 16. Well, here's the music for that. There's this weird drone going on in this music. What do you think of the level indicator? I don't think it looks that bad for, I mean, if it really is that old, it's competing with some ancient stuff, man. It definitely feels like a TurboGrafx 16 platformer, though. Let's see if Terrorbear can do this without taking another hit. No. Dang. Huge hitboxes on this guy. He's kind of weird. Oh, that's quite a death. He took too much damage coming in. Did slowly play it for Crusoe? I don't feel like it's bad enough for it to be called a game like that. It really is just another one of a million platformer kind of slashers. It's not that bad. It's playable. I played much worse. You tell me they gave me Guido's quest and that they also gave somebody this? Hey, it's the head with the guy coming out of it that shoots fire. GliitchWiitch is an entire stage ahead, and it's looking good for GliitchWiitch here. In 20 minutes, wrapping up my challenge, no problem. Absolutely crushed it. With that, sad to say, Terravan has been defeated. His final battle. Falling in the pit on the first boss in Dinos for Hire really hurt him. Hello, GliitchWiitch.
Hey, how's it going?
Nice work.
Thank you. That was, gosh, I really think I was supposed to get tripped up on that first game more. That boss was not an easy thing to fight.
Terravan made it to the boss lightning fast, the first one, and fell in the hole instead of fighting the boss. Ultimately, lost like probably 5 minutes to that. Still working on Legendary Axe 2 here.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Legendary Axe 1 lately, and I don't remember 2 at all. I swear I've played it, but all I remember is the axe is powerful and you have a sword for some reason. But
I couldn't find any information on the second one. Everyone seems to like the first one.
I think it's quantifiably a better game, to be honest. The jump physics feel so weird in this game.
Well, the first one is some legendary. We're TurboGrafx 16, one of their big sellers. Nobody seems to know what the second one is, comparatively.
I mean, maybe people were drawn to the axe, and no axe, no sale.
I'm watching Terravan work on the waterfall here.
Gosh. Well. Okay, so the waterfall, I'm just getting like Lion King Super Nintendo flashbacks, and I spent so long getting good at that waterfall segment. So this was kind of just home territory for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Toki was relatively short challenge because I don't like that game. I didn't feel like I should use level 2 because oh boy, I don't like the way they designed the boss in the second one. It felt like that's crossing my lines.
Gosh.
And Terravan was having a heck of a time anyway with that game too. The instant death on everything Contra vibe that it gives.
Yo, that instant death thing is awful. Like if that game had hit points, it'd be a little better. There was one like really questionable jump where I wasn't sure if I was going to land at an enemy and landed just in front of him. I could have seen myself dying there, and I assume there's no checkpoints. Just start over at the beginning of the level.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's awesome! What a good game.
Worse than the Contra like that it's cloning. None of those games ever did that.
Not at all. This
Like it
was
was
fun
on-
though. It's been a long time since I've had a match in this, so this has been exciting and good.
That was a fast one. 20 minutes is not what I expected. I thought people might have trouble with Dinos for Hire.
I feel like I should have had. I barely killed that boss.
Yep. What do you think of the intro? Have you played that before?
I've never played it. I've seen someone play it on RGL's raffles very briefly, but I've never actually experienced it myself.
So
It's weird.
you have this final boss as an intro fight that you can win if you want, and it just doesn't work. So I just told you to jump in the river because it's just a waste of time.
I saw that note and I didn't anticipate it would be right there. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just jump.
Apparently it's a comic book series and it's like a satire thing that was a couple years running, and the video game probably is the same thing, and that's why it's just a joke fight. The whole thing is probably a joke. A bad joke that shouldn't have been told, but a joke nonetheless.
You take dinosaurs, you throw in some guns, and you've got a recipe for success.
Well, you don't, because it's not fun.
Right. I mean, you work on making it a good game later. Don't start with that by any means.
Making good games is hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, making good jokes is one thing, but making them play well.
Oh gosh. I feel like half the games I play, like I recently was practicing up that Buffy GBA game and kind of accidentally got that world record, and that game's kind of a mess and kind of awesome. But yeah, making good games is hard, and making bad games good is bad.
Terravan is fighting currently the bouncing head with a naked dude coming out the center shooting fireballs. He's dead.
Absolutely.
He's been killed by the giant bouncing head with a naked dude coming out with shooting fireballs.
I was gonna say they're a little low on health.
I think they get set back a little ways. There's checkpoints in this. I don't think it's terribly severe. I think they are in the same room, but they're not at the boss.
Yeah, they don't have to climb up the waterfall, which is good, and their sword is downgraded. I don't know how the sword upgrades work in this game.
I think it just extends. It's just a long sword now.
Oh, wow, it literally just got longer. Okay.
Yeah, it's something like that. No
Really
axe,
neat
though.
game. No, I mean, there is an axe in this game, right? Like, I'm not making that up.
No, there probably is. I don't know. There sure is in the first one. That's like a plot point.
Yeah, that first one's got some really mean jumps, like later in the game. And, it's kind of a rough thing.
The intro to this is you losing a battle and being thrown off a cliff. Which is a good
Oh,
start.
that's good. It's more plot than the first one had. This one definitely has a more Conan vibe. The first one seemed to be... Oh, there we go. GG.
Terravan is complete. 27 minutes. About 6.5 minutes behind.
Oh, that's all good. That water ball was mean. Still, like, for how easy it was to die in some of these games, this is good.
Yeah, it could easily go wrong. I could see anyone wiping out on any of these three. The dinosaurs are different. There's 3 of them. Their hitboxes are wild. Terravan,
Oh,
Hey,
nice work.
hey, what's up, TB?
oh, doing alright. How much did I lose by?
About 6 minutes. I think you lost a lot of
Okay.
time on that first pit that you jumped into in Dinos for Hire. That's where, and the waterfall in Legendary Axe was eating up some too.
Oh, okay.
Those 2 things were big. Glitch
waterfall's
handled them
mean.
really quickly. What did you think of these games, Terravan?
Oh, yeah, not too bad. Toki's Toki, but the third game wasn't too bad. The Dinosaurs for Hire can go to hell.
Dinos for Hire only gets worse as time goes on. It becomes quite bad.
Yeah, I'd revisit Toki. I wouldn't mind playing more of that, but I kind of don't want to touch Dinosaurs for Hire. It's
I
very
played through a
clunky
lot of
bad
Toki
Contra.
events. Toki doesn't get better either.
Dinos
That's
for
what I
Hire
hear.
takes all the elements of Contra and decides to mix in Battletoads elements such as Turbo Tunnel.
The only thing to remember with Toki is that everything will kill you. If an enemy dies and it does some sort of effect, that effect will freaking kill you.
It's true.
Like, I think it's a little poof explosion. No, that explosion will fuck you up.
The stones that you shoot to clear the way explode and kill you.
Yeah, that got me once.
Yeah,
That was not
that
fun.
got me once. that made me remember, yeah.
I had been dodging them the whole first level that they were showing up without, like, noticing I was dodging them, so when I died, I was very confused.
Legendary Axe 2, bringing back some of that old clunkiness from the first one, but ultimately I don't think it's too bad of a game. I threw it in there because the first two were so bad. Just thought you get a break with a platform you probably haven't played too much of, but isn't terrible, isn't the worst.
Yeah, Legendary Axe 2 just seems so uninspired, though. It seems so generic. Like, here's our Conan-looking dude, and I guess he's got a sword. I don't know.
And you just draw a slab of beef on there, give him a stick, and bam, there you got your hero for your high fantasy game.
Video games are easy.
Yeah. I mean, look at them all. There's at least 20.
That's for dang sure.
Congratulations, Glitch. You'll be playing against Ivy in the 8th finals. That'll be a tough match. We're looking forward to that.
Thank you.
Taravan, thanks for joining and getting all the
Oh,
way.
yeah, well, I'm glad that I got as far. I didn't get as far as I did last year, but hey, I still got to the single, so.
Yeah, defeated Flamin' Rock and 5 other people in the preliminaries. Nice work.
Yeah, I even had to win a tiebreaker, so I had to play an extra set of games again.
Nice work. Yeah.
Oh, just stupid Brandish.
Yeah, the disgusting game.
Oh man.
Thanks for putting up with my choices of video games.
Yeah, so as always, thanks for having me on your channel this play.
Yep. I think that's it for me. I was up all morning doing Mario Maker, so if you're looking for content by me, that's on YouTube already, somewhere. Or is it? Yeah, there it is. The stream archive has that kind of footage, so if you want 10 hours of Mario Maker, it's up there. That's what I was doing. Thanks for playing in, everybody. See you later.
Of course, thanks for having me.
I'm just gonna find somebody to host over to. Have a good night, everybody. It is a lot of Mario Maker. It's too much. It's too much Mario Maker. I wanted to play 200 games, but we had 69 wins, so everyone convinced me I should stop there. So it's 69 out of 199. Not a bad score, actually. That's like 1 in 3 wins. More. It's a little bit more than that. That's pretty good. I had a really good bunch of games, actually. It is a nice score, thank you. I was happy with it. I gained like so many points for me for that. Definitely had some good ones in there. For versus mode, it could be much worse. See you later, everybody.